do about mass unemployment. This is going to be a massive social challenge. And I think ultimately we will have to have some kind of universal basic income. I don't think we're going to have a choice.
Universal basic income.
Universal basic income, I think it's going to be necessary.
So it means that unemployed people will be paid across the globe
Yeah.
because there is no job. Machine, robot is taking over.
There will be fewer and fewer jobs that a robot cannot do better.
Okay.
Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. The book of Malachi, chapter 4, and verse 5. Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachah Kodash. Double honors to our venerable apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to the Lord's elect, the house of David. All right, it's the brother Haran coming back at you with another lesson, Lord willing to be edifying and uplifting unto the elect. All right, and today is, I believe, July the 23rd, all right, 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. All right, and there's this article here that I wanted to go into, all right, that it's a spirit, because I saw this morning as I was leaving for work. And I said, all right, you know what, this is an interesting topic. I'm going to read through it, and then, Lord willing, I'm going to do a video on it, because I just wanted to read through it to see what it's all about. And after I was reading through it, I said, man, this is literally prophecy, man. This is prophecy. All right. And we who are in the know, who understand that these things are all, about to happen, just to hear this is just confirmation. It's not like we needed it, because we already believe this, but it's also confirmation that, hey, listen, this is confirmation for the people out there. Regardless of what's written in Romans, the 3rd chapter, as in, so what if some did not believe, right? This is all part of the reason why the Lord is going to bring judgment, because he's showing you all these things, even from people who might not be in the truth per se, all right? Who might not even be thinking about any of these prophecies. And the Lord is just showing them these things to confirm what's already written in the scriptures. So people are being, marked pretty much. All right. They're being marked, man. All right. And fear is definitely setting in, because all the dreadful prophecies are here. Okay. So we're going to read a little bit in this article here. All right. But before I do so, let's get a quick precept. All right. And let's kick the ball rolling. All right. This is a book of 2nd Ezra chapter 10. All right. In verse 59, it says, and so shall the highest shew thee visions of the high things, which the Most High will do unto them that dwell upon the earth in the last days. So I slept that night and another, like as he commanded me. Okay. So the point is, in these last days, the Lord is definitely pouring out his spirit, all right, upon all flesh. Okay. As is written in the book of Joel, the 2nd chapter. Okay. That men, women, people are all going to have visions and dreams and so on and so forth. Of what? Of the last days. All right. There's a let me see if I can pull that up real quick. The book of Joel, 2nd chapter, I believe the 28th verse, if I'm not mistaken. Gone right here. It says, there's a book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 28. It says, and it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions. Okay, so this is exactly what's happening now. Okay, it says, and also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit. So the spirit that the Lord is talking about is what? The spirit of prophecy. All right, these people are seeing things, all right, that are yet to happen. That's all written in the scriptures. Okay, so they're also what? Seeing prophecy, man. All right. So let's read. It says, according to her testimony, this woman had a very unusual supernatural experience on March the 26th. So this is some lady, All right. It says a woman says that an angel showed her 4 major things that are going to happen in 2025. All right. So we're going to read about what she claims to have seen. Okay. It says she got home from work at about 9 p.m. and she was quite exhausted. She decided to take a shower, and as she was getting out, she fell and hit her head. Then she had some dinner and went to bed. Man, that's crazy. You hit your head and then you just go have dinner just like that. At about 11 p.m., she heard a voice calling her. A little bit later, she once again heard a voice calling, and this voice was coming from outside. But she didn't want to go outside to see what was saying her, who was saying her name. After that, she was taken into a very deep sleep, and that is when her experience began. At one point during the experience, it appears that she was standing outside of heaven. An angel suddenly appeared before her, and this angel told her that it was not time for her to go inside yet. All right, so this lady might be a Jake. All right. She might be a Jake. Okay, it says, this really got my attention because this sort of thing that I have heard in countless, this is the sort of thing I've heard in countless near-death experiences. So is this woman's head injury far more serious than she realized? The angel told her that her work on earth had not been completed yet, and she was given a message to take back. All right, it kind of sounds like the Apostle Paul. All right, when he got stoned. All right, where the men thought he was dead. All right, he rose right back up. All right, when his brothers came around him, he rose right back up and went back into the city, continue his mission with Barnabas. All right, so there'll be times where the Lord could take you, all right, take your spirit out of your body, all right, show you some things and put you right back, all right, and go back to your normal activities. All right. Sometimes you get into a real deep sleep, and you just be like, yo, you have a dream where you're literally like out there somewhere. You're seeing things from like a bird's eye view. You're like, yo, this is crazy. It feels so real. But yeah. Anyway, so it says, in fact, the angel clearly stated that he had been sent to deliver this message to her. The angel explained that in 2025, there will be a lot more hardship that we have experienced this year. Right. Now, this is all prophecy. Okay. Let me see. When you go into the book of Habakkuk, right? This is beautiful. All these things is all biblical prophecy, man. And we were warning about this. All right. Pertaining to Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter, we've been warning about this, that these days are coming. All right. And we all sound like conspiracy theorists, all right, about who's going to be bringing these things to happen. Now, everyone is kind of in tune to it. Like, oh man, this whole election thing, all right, this whole Trump situation. Now is this Biden situation. Okay. So now you're looking at a so-called election coming up, and everyone is on the edge of their seats because they know that this thing is going to pop off. Something's going to pop off. You notice how they put in it Trump, who's a so-called white man, a red-blooded American, so to speak, right? And he's going to be standing against, if this is all how they're going to play it out, he's going to be standing against a so-called black woman who's really not black. All right, she's I believe she's Elamite. All right, East Indian or something like that. Okay, so they're pitting a man against a woman who's a so-called black woman to the average person's mind, of course, right? So that alone is a controversy right there. Okay, that's a racial thing in America. A so-called black woman to be a president of this country? Whoa. Right? That in and of itself is a problem. That in and of itself is a problem. And you think the average people are just going to sit around and let that happen? Oh, no. All right, especially nowadays that people are becoming conscious to what's actually happening. Most people don't even trust the government. All right, and that's a fact. A lot of people are questioning things now. You see? So they pitting people against each other. That's exactly what's about to happen here. That divisional um, um, clash between the left and the right. Hey, that's Isaiah 19. The Lord said he's going to have the Egyptian against the Egyptian. All right. Yahushua talked about one people stand up to fight. I mean, that's Ezra who said that, but Yahushua said that nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. All right. People are going to be just fighting against each other. That's going to be all around the world because it's a vibration that the Lord is putting upon the face of the earth. But Babylon is going to be affected the most. Okay, Babylon is going to be affected the most. But let's go into the book of Habakkuk real quick. It says, the book of Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 1, it says, "And I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it." Right? So we are the ones that are running, okay, giving out the word, because it was already written by the prophets of old. So we're back again, okay, to explain what was written. All right, that hey, these things that were written here is talking about this time here. You are the generation that's gonna go through these things. All right, these end time prophecies, because this is the last generation. All right, this is it. This is how the Lord closes out the show. All right, you're not gonna get another 10, 15, 20 years. No. All right, we reading what this lady is saying here. That's months from now. All right, and we can all see it. We can all feel it. It's kind of like it might break even before 2025. That's kind of how the Spirit has it right now. The way things are going, things might just pick up right, before 2025, just to kind of set the tone. How Bashem Yahushua can do that. I mean, within 1 week, look at what happened. The past couple of weeks been a little shaky, right? So the Lord could just turn up just like that, and things could just start rolling quick. The MOTB, we could be seeing that in months, man. That's exciting. Because they're setting the stage for it. All right, they're setting the stage for it. Okay, it says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry." And that's the times that we're in. Okay, these visions have been tarrying and tarrying and tarrying. Okay, and people have been like, "Oh, y'all was saying this, and y'all da 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 da." You got people saying, "Well, the end of the world is just something that everybody says. It's not really gonna happen." Oh, these people, man. But yeah, guess what? They're the ones who are about to go through the hardships that prophecy states will happen right during the time of trouble, okay, into the end of America, Babylon the Great, okay, World War III, all that. That's the end of the world right there, okay, the end of the world that you live in. That's the end of it. It's over with. So if we're telling you these things are going to happen and you don't believe it, hey, that's on you. All right, that's on you. And that sucks to be you, bro. All right, so let's go back to the article. All right, it says, this woman was told that the Most High, the people of the Most High do not want to turn away from their sins, and that the Most High has sent warnings, but most have not listened, right? Because the Most High has given them unto a strong delusion. All right, what's that in 2 Thessalonians? All right, the 2nd chapter. Let's see. All right, it's the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 11. It says, "And for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie." Okay, and when you go into that word delusion, all right, it says, let's see, it says act of misleading someone, deception, deceit. Okay, and we were all at one point living that same deceitful life. Okay, the life we were living. Once we dropped the folly, we realized the lie. All right, okay, all right, cool, I see it now. Right, you get the truth, you see everything clear. But the rest of the people, the Lord has put them in a spirit of false impression, right? Or it says here, or belief of a fixed nature, right? As a form of mental derangement. See, so we're not surprised why these people don't believe the truth. They're mentally deranged. You can see it, we see it every time. Okay? Mentally deranged. That's beautiful right there. Causing delusion. You know, the Most High, man. See, so they have that kind of spirit. They're deranged. So speaking sound doctrine to a deranged person, you're not really gonna get no results there. You know, you're not gonna get no results there, and that's why they're gonna be destroyed. They have to be destroyed. I mean, they're deranged. You know, there's a fault that needs to be fixed, but the Most High is the one who put that fault there so He can fix it. You see, and fix it He will. It says, for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they should deceive, that they should believe a lie, right? And that's in the book of Proverbs, that the deceived and the deceiver are His. Okay, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. That's why they don't listen to the truth, man. That's why they don't listen to the warning. They don't want to hear it. All right, it's it sounds too scary. Oh, they don't want to hear it, man. They just want to be wicked. Don't correct me. Don't highlight my faults. Because then they start, oh, you a hater. You why you hating, bro? Why you hate? Telling the truth now is equated to hating. These people are deranged. Strong delusion. All right. It says it says she was also told that the Most High is not happy with how the leaders of the world are treating His children. Right. Okay. The Jays, everything that they're planning right now is to destroy and come against Jake. They're talking about how the biggest threat to them is so-called young African American males or something like that. Like, bruh, what? Huh? We know exactly who you're talking about. It says, following that, the angel went through 4 major things which are going to happen in 2025. One, it says the angel said that there will be a great civil unrest in 2025. The woman saw 2 people fighting with each other. One was in blue and one was in red. That's symbolic for the Egyptian against the Egyptian. All right, the plebeians versus the patricians. Right? The Democrats versus the Republicans. That's what's being built up now. Okay, for a so-called civil war, which is really going to be an uncivil war. All right, it's going to be a lot of bloodshed, and the government is sitting ready. DHS, all right, which is the Department of Homeland Security, the FBI, the CIA, DOJ, okay, the Treasury, the Treasury. They're locked and loaded with billions of rounds of ammunition. Okay. And they are ready to go. All right. They are ready to go. And things are being set up for them to be ready to go. All right. It says she did not know that the colors mean, she did not know what the colors mean, but those of us that live in the U.S. certainly do. It says for a long time, many have been warning of the outcome of the upcoming election will unleash chaos all over the nation. And now we have yet another confirmation that this will indeed be the case. All right. And that's all biblical prophecy. We're going to get that to close out. It says, the angel said that there will be economic hardship in 2025. Of course, we're definitely experiencing plenty of economic hardship right now. Again, prophecy. But it sounds like it will get a lot worse during the next calendar year. Of course it will. Apparently, there will be a severe financial crisis and all great nations will be affected by it. And that's how they're going to bring the MOTB. Point blank, period. All right, that severe financial crisis is what's going to result with the MOTB being the solution. All right, they'll drag you around and do all kinds of different things to land you straight up to where you have to go take an RFID microchip in order for you to do anything in society. And it's going to happen quick, all right, because the infrastructure is already there. It's already there. All they have to do is just lock you out. And now in order for you to unlock yourself in, right, you have to receive. Right? It says, and the angel also said that there will be very serious consequences. Right. Serious consequences. Yeah, it sounds like Jacob's trouble to me, right? It says we will just have to wait and see if the prophecy is fulfilled or not. Well, we're gonna be in it soon. It says according to this woman, the angel also said that there will be famine in 2025. That isn't much of a stretch because famines are breaking out all over the globe here in the middle of 2024. In fact, millions are at risk of starving to death in some parts of Africa by the end of 2024. Bro, this is all end of the world type stuff, man. Remember how, some of us, before we came to the truth, right, we used to always be in some type of biblical things, right, or end of times, or those kind of things. I know me and my brother, we used to go into that a lot, always thinking about how the end will be and all kinds of stuff. That's some very interesting things we used to think about back then. But now that we're in the truth, understanding it, we're like, yo, that's crazy that we used to think like that. But hey, it's all through the spirit. It's beautiful. Anyway, so it says let's see. Right, the angel explained that there will be food shortages, and she was instructed to warn people to store up food, right? But ultimately, we know that if you're not of the elect, it doesn't matter how much food you store. At the end of the day, when the time comes, all right, you and the food gonna be food, all right? Because it tells you that in the book of 2nd Ezra, all right? So we're gonna also get that. It says, I think that is a very wise advice. We'll see. In poorer countries, supplies of food are going to get tighter and tighter. All right. And that's how they're going to bring in that UBI. You're going to see it. One day you're going to just pop in and be like, hey, this country has official. And it's happening. Just one country after another. One country after another. And they just keep rolling. Just bam, bam, bam. Just like that. Taking over. See? And then once they're all set up, they're going to crash America. And then boom. That's it. It's time to go. It says in wealthier countries, the global food crisis will initially manifest itself through much higher food prices, and that is something we're already seeing. But it is only a matter of time before we experience food shortages as well. This woman also claims that the angel showed her that great natural disasters will happen in 2025. The angel said that there will be floods, earthquakes, and tsunamis. And the angel also specifically mentioned Europe, America, and parts of Asia. Needless to say, I have been sounding the alarm. The number of billion-dollar disasters set an all-time record last year, and I think that we will set another all-time record this year. But it sounds like things could really kick into high gear in 2025. Interestingly, the angel also told this woman that there will be signs in the last days of 2024, which will confirm what is coming in 2025. There you go, right? There you go. And signs are important, okay, to show you where you're going. Okay, you need signs. All right, when you watch for signs, all right, it guides your journey. When you're driving or you're on a train or on a bus or whatever the case may be, you're always watching for the signs, right? So we convert that into the spiritual and we watch for the signs because the Lord said to what? Watch as well as pray. Okay, when you watch, you'll be able to see it. And when you see it, you're able to what? Prepare or better prepare for it, right? Is the book of Revelation chapter 1 verse 1. It says the revelation of Yahushua HaMashiach, which the Most High gave unto him to shew unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass, right? And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John. Okay, so that signified, all right, the first 1, 2, 3, 4 words or letters of the word signified is sign. okay? Because signs are significant, all right, on your journey. So that's why when the Lord sends these signs, all right, and people don't see them, they get lost. And when you get lost, what happens? You're you're missile food, all right, missile food, straight up. All right, but let's get this real quick in the book of Second Ezra, because everything this lady's talking about, all right, in her vision, okay, I believe that was a vision because it's all written in the scriptures, right? It's the book of Second Ezra, chapter 15. Start for the top. It says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I'll put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee." And that's the people who are unbelieving, right? Those who don't believe, and they're always coming against us, vocab and all these other people. Well, guess what? The Lord said not to fear them. Why? Because we have the truth. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what they do or what they say. We got the truth, and that's it. So they could say, oh, well, the Gentiles could be saved, and the Gentiles are really everyone else. We're telling you what it is. At the end of the day, when the time comes, you will see. All right? That's the end of it. All right? It says, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness." That's it, man. If you don't believe this, all right, you're faithless or unfaithful, that's it. It's over for you. All right? You think you're going to make it out of here like that? It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction." That's exactly what this lady was seeing. Okay? "For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." All right? It says, "Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit." And you see that a lot here in America, especially the two cities known as Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay? Sodom, Cali is just straight Sodom, man. They got Hollywood, which there's a reason why it's over there. And you know what they do over there. All right? You know the kind of rituals that they do all over in that area, man. The whole GAY people parade. All right? This past year, they saying that there was a lady who was talking about it or whatever. She was like, "Yo, man, this thing was crazy." She said she would never ever do no interviews or none of that shit, coverage, none of that over there, ever. After what she saw, she said, "Man, straight debauchery." See, Sodom, straight up, man. Listen, crazy. All right, you got Gomorrah. That's New York City. It's New York. The kind of madness, and it's East Coast and West Coast, the two major ones. Sinful as all hell, man. You wanna be a some form of fashion designer or real estate or anything business related, you come over here to Gomorrah. And you go through similar rituals that you go through if you're in Sodom. But yeah, that's just something I just thought about. It says, going back to Second Ezra, the 16th. The spirit is moving. Going back to Second Ezra, the 15th chapter. Continuing in verse 8, it says, "Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And therefore, saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them." And that's talking about who? The Israelites. Okay? The Israelites. Everything that you did against the Lord's people, as it says in, I believe, the book of Zechariah, I believe the second chapter, Zechariah 2. All right? That he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. All right? So you did what you did to the children of the Most High. All right? Now you're trying to go back and try to wipe out history, all right, from the history books and from the minds of people with all this New Age doctrine. That's not going to work. All right? That's not going to work. because prophecy still stands. Okay? It says, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. All right, this is modern day Egypt, America. Okay? But I'll bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Ultimately with what? With the missiles. Okay? Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, that's the farmers, for their seeds shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with the fearful constellation. That's bringing the famines. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Right? The lady said she saw people, one side was blue and one side was red. Right? That's the civil war. All right, that's Isaiah 19. All right, the Egyptian against the Egyptian. All right, so continuing, it says, that's the point where it says, and one people shall stand up and fight. All right, Trump was saying what? Fight, 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 right? Against another, and swords in their hands. That's represented what? Weapons. All right, it says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. So if you got goods stored up, they shall not regard their kings nor princes. So these people who are in high level positions, presidents and so on and so prime ministers, right? You just saw Trump get his head damn near blown off according to the story that they're saying, right? All right. So, you're going to start seeing a lot more of that stuff. All right. That's all biblical prophecy. Okay. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. People are going to be running things on their own. It's going to be basically a lawless city. All right. Law enforcement, where they at? It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, but because of the pride of their cities, because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. See, that's all part of what? Jacob's trouble. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread. Famines, and for great tribulation. Okay? And for great tribulation, man. All right, what is tribulation? A state or condition of great affliction, oppression, suffering, or distress. Physical, emotional, or spiritual. Damn. All right, it says distress, trouble, right? Jacob's trouble. Jeremiah 30. Okay, a time like never before. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. All right, affliction, oppress, to afflict. All right, to press. Okay, it says trouble. Said that before. Look at that. Turbulent, troubled, troublesome, distress. Right? So all that is happening. It says, and for what? And for great tribulation, man. Great tribulation. All right, so we're going to see what's going to happen, all right, from here on out, man. But hey, if this is all happening, then you know that, hey, the prophecies are definitely already kicked in, man. All right, this part of prophecy is already kicked in. Because remember, we always say that it starts off, right, little by little. As we're reading, this guy's making claims that, yeah, there's some of these things are happening already. So it's already kicked in. But then it's going to intensify. Things are picking up quick. Days are shortening. Our days feel like they're moving. They're flying, man. It's crazy. Time is definitely speeding up. Some way, somehow. But as all, hey, Brakta Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for that. But yeah, man, just wanted to share this real quick. Just a quick update. Interesting things going on, man. And we're going to keep watching and praying. All right? Keep watch and keep praying. All right. Anyway, so I'm ended off there. Lord willing, you're edified and informed. In closing, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachak Badash. The water Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Until next time, Shalom.